Hi, my name is Arv, and this video will cover CCR Q1, how my product uses and challenges genre conventions and how it represents social groups and issues. My film introduction is called Extra Time, and it combines the sports, action, and superhero genres. The story follows a high school soccer player who secretly has unusual powers, which become noticeable during an intense soccer match. By the end of the introduction, a UFO appears and announces that they have come to Earth for his powers. Now for genre conventions. My film follows the idea of genre described by Steve Neal, who argued that genres rely on repetition and difference. I repeat familiar conventions from superhero and sports media while also adding unique elements. For example, in films like Spider-Man, the story focuses on a teenager who discovers extraordinary abilities. However, instead of discovering his powers for the first time, my main character already knows he has them, but chooses to hide them. This slightly challenges the usual superhero origin narrative. I also use action conventions such as fast-paced editing, energetic sound, and quick shots of the ball and cleats to build excitement during the soccer match. Now let's talk about some similar media products. My film is similar to the anime series Blue Lock, which portrays soccer players with extremely exaggerated abilities. In both texts, soccer skills appear almost superhuman, making the sport feel more intense and dramatic. However, my film differs because the abilities in Extra Time are only handed to the main character. And this attracts the attention of aliens, adding a science fiction element. Now let's talk about how my film challenges conventions. My film introduction also challenges typical superhero conventions. Large superhero films often focus on huge battles, such as in Avengers Endgame, but my story begins in a normal community soccer match, making the powers feel more grounded and realistic. The narrative also follows Todorov's theory of equilibrium and disruption. The match begins normally, but strange sounds, visual distortions, and the appearance of the UFO disrupt the situation. Let's talk about representation. My film represents teenagers and student athletes, showing the environment of a community field, but influencing school sports and teamwork. The idea of hiding powers can also represent teenagers hiding parts of their identity or potential, which connects to the representation theory of Stuart Hall, who argued that media constructs meaning about social groups. In my film, teenagers are shown as capable and important to the story. To conclude this CCR Q1 response, I feel like overall, Extra Time uses conventions from superhero, sports, and action genres, while also challenging them by combining sports performance with supernatural powers and science fiction elements. By focusing on a teenage athlete and the theme of hidden potential, the film creates a story that is both exciting and relatable. Thanks for watching.